MTL World at Mittel World 1 YouTube channel. Swallowed Star 2. Origin Continent. Volume 8. The Battle of Yulan City. Chapter 324. The City Builders Authority. 19th of Volume 8. My current strength is comparable to that of the Palace Master Wei Yang and the Palace Master Gaitao, Luo Feng responded. At this moment, almost all of his energy is focused on comprehending the Tao of life and death. At his level, he can generate billions of thoughts. Especially after taking the 100 Calamities Heart Essence, his comprehension greatly increased and his thinking speed also increased greatly by 3,000 times. The conversation with the Palace Master Yuan Xiang, including the previous action to eliminate an elite lurking team, had less than 1,000th of an impact on his energy. Is it comparable to the Palace Master Wei Yang and the Palace Master Gaitao? The Palace Master Yuan Xiang was overjoyed. Such strength is not enough to change the situation, Luo Feng said without any excitement. Luo Feng. The Palace Master Yuan Xiang said anxiously, I have already sought help from the Dark Holy Realm. A team of practitioners from the Dark Holy Realm has set off and will arrive in just over a day. What we need is to delay until this team arrives. Faced with the siege and attacks from the low-level Xuanhuan life-form armies, the Nine Rivers Holy Realm was unable to provide support internally. There are two existents in the Nine Rivers Holy Realm who are at the level of 2.5 Xuanhuan realm. But they only sent their clone to take charge, because the most important treasures are in the Dark Holy Realm, and they don't have the ability to break into Yulan City from outside. Luo Feng, I hope you will accept the authority of the city builder, said the Palace Master Yuan Xiang. Ever since I established Yulan City, I have never considered myself as city lord. I know that I am seriously polluted with the soul pollution, that's why I have been waiting for a suitable successor. And you are the suitable successor. Luo Feng was taken aback. Transferring the authority of the city builder to me. My strength has not yet completely surpassed that of Palace Master Wei Yang and the others, Luo Feng sent a message. After this war, Palace Master Wei Yang's clone might still return to Yulan City. Don't worry about him, the most important thing for Yulan City now is to defend it. Palace Master Yuan Xiang sent a message, as for you after coming to the Nine Rivers Holy Realm, in just 2,500 epochs, you have reached at the strength of a semi-Xuanhuan realm being. Your talent far surpasses mine. You taking charge of Yulan City is actually a blessing for the entire city. Luo Feng, the situation is urgent now, there is no room for hesitation. The Palace Master Yuan Xiang urgently sent the message. Okay, then I'll accept the city builder's authority. Luo Feng didn't hesitate any longer. On the one hand, he has confidence in himself, because his strength would soon surpass that of the Palace Master Wei Yang and others. At that time, if anyone dared to oppose him, he would sweep away their doubts with sheer strength. On the other hand, this is indeed a critical moment that concerns the lives of hundreds of millions of practitioners in Yulan City. By obtaining the authority of the city builder and receiving some benefits from Yulan City, he can also exert stronger strength. Good. The Palace Master Yuan Xiang sent a message, you should immediately arrange a clone and go to the outer city area. I will give you a detailed address. When you come here, I will hand over the city builder's seal to you. Luo Feng only realized after receiving the address that the Palace Master Yuan Xiang was actually hiding here. The matter of you taking over Yulan City must be kept confidential, and no third party should know about it except for me, Palace Master Yuan Xiang reminded, because once the news leaks out, the lurking low-level Xuanhuan life-form creatures will spare no effort to hunt you down. I understand, Luo Feng understood. Faced with the king and the leader's true selves attacking and killing at any cost, I am not sure if I can withstand it now. Luo Feng thought to himself. Outside the quiet room, his strongest clone silently moved. With a wave of his hand, it retrieved a ship, the Taishu Dark Eye ship, and sealed it within the quiet room. Inside the vessel, the clone that had consumed the 100 Calamities Heart Essence entered in deep cultivation within the Taishu Dark Eye ship. With the low-level Xuanhuan life-form army attacking the city, I cannot focus solely on cultivation now. Luo Feng also has no choice but to spare some time to do many things. At this moment, he must participate in the defense of the city. If he doesn't participate, Yulan City will be breached faster. And the time left for him to break through the Tao of life and death will only be shorter. Despite being busy with external affairs and taking the 100 Calamities Heart Essence, his enlightenment efficiency is still extremely high, constantly improving the life and death Tao. Huu. The strongest clone left quietly, leaving only an ordinary clone with 100 times the energy reserve of a perfect divine body. With the help of the Dan Tower formation, it still sits here. At Luo Feng's current level, even as an ordinary clone, his strength is stronger than that of the Lord of the Guifeng and others. He also has the Dan Tower formation, which is strong enough. King, we were chasing after Changqing Tower, master of the Dan Tower. Who would have thought that we would encounter a terrifying Blood Sea formation in Dan Tower, and one of our elite lurking team would be completely annihilated? The leader's true body immediately sent a message. There were 8 leader-level clones in that elite team, and after the clones were destroyed, the true body naturally got the information about everything. Blood Sea formation. Dan Tower. It's the practitioner Luo Feng. The king immediately confirmed. Because before launching the war, they had infiltrated and naturally purchased enough detailed information. Should we target Luo Feng and find a way to hunt him down? The leader asked. No need. King's eyes were cold as he said, at this critical moment, the strength of our lurking team is very important. The practitioner Luo Feng should be no less than the level of the master of the insect nest and the master of the Wanying pavilion. At this level of cultivation, the practitioners generally have many clones, and it is very difficult to kill them. With the help of Dan Tower's formation, his strength is probably close to that of the 3 main palace masters. At the moment of siege, our most important task now is to kill those weak elders. These weak elders are easier to kill. And every time an elder dies, the protection system of Yulan City weakens slightly. Luo Feng is not an elder, do not spend any power on him. The king ordered. Yes, the leader responded. According to known intelligence, killing one Luo Feng is probably more difficult than killing 20 ordinary elders. In addition to over 300 elders, Yulan City also has about 400 senior-level powerhouses who have not taken on the role of elders. These strong individuals, the Lurkers, are unwilling to be distracted and targeted. Haha, you are worthy of being the God Emperor Luo Feng. Instantly annihilated an elite team of Lurkers. The elders in charge of the defense system of Yulan City were able to detect the situation throughout the city and also noticed a conflict in Dan Tower, where an elite team of Lurkers was directly destroyed. This excited them. Because these Lurkers are too difficult to kill. They are all low-level Xuanhuan spiritual beings with incredibly fast speeds. They can easily hunt down the elders, but the elders find it difficult to kill them. Being able to wipe out the elite team of Lurkers with one move, the strength of God Emperor Luo Feng should be comparable to that of Palace Master Wei Yang and Palace Master Gaitao. If God Emperor Luo Feng has sufficient strength, he should immediately assume the role of the new Palace Master. Yes, if you have enough strength, you should become the new Palace Master. Having one more Palace Master will make it much easier for us to defend the city. His strength is probably not enough. He has set up a huge and complex formation in the Dan Tower, and with the advantage of the formation, he is able to do so. Everyone, there's no need to argue, Palace Master Yuan Xiang said. The Palace Master Yuan Xiang sent a voice transmission. I'm currently being hunted by a squad of lurkers and can only remain in hiding for now. There's no way I can go to the elders, hall to activate it or oversee the trials for appointing new elders or a new palace master. The many elders understood immediately. Of course. That terrifying lurking squad led by the ultra-limit level heart-bewitching worm had already stormed the palace master Yuan Xiang's residence. He had no choice but to go into hiding. And without the authority of the city builder, it is impossible to open the elder hall, and initiate the elder test, or palace master test. Only by passing the test can one become an elder and palace master. Palace master, you must be careful not to let these lurkers discover you. If you are discovered, the defense system of Yulan City will weaken again, and I am afraid you will undoubtedly be defeated. The elders can no longer withstand the blow. Of the 3 main palace masters, the defenses are being supported only by the palace master Yuan Xiang. Without the palace master Yuan Xiang, the defense system of Yulan City will weaken again. At this moment in Yulan City, elders, while relying on the defense system of Yulan City to resist external attacks, they were also trying to intercept and kill the lurking teams inside the city. The lurking teams also tried their best to attack and kill the elders. Both sides are fighting to the death. Surround them. The elders also dispatched clones to form a team, as well as the strong ones in the city who had the strength of elders but did not take on the role of elders. They didn't become elders because most of them didn't have clones. What they have in the city is their true selves, and they can't afford to lose it. A group of senior-level teams, through the defense system of Yulan City, can understand the traces of the lurking team and intercept and capture them in advance. But these lurkers are all incredibly fast. Both sides have their own advantages and disadvantages. They're too slippery. The senior-level teams repeatedly surrounded these lurking teams, but the speed of the lurkers team was too fast, making it easy to shake off. It was only the attack from the Yulan City formation in the sky that the lurkers team could not avoid, and could only resist hard. A team of skilled lurkers was flying when they suddenly noticed that the trees and plants around them were shaking, and a terrifying poisonous mist was spreading everywhere. Under the spreading of this poisonous mist, most of the elite lurkers died almost instantly, and the rest were all poisoned. It's so terrifying and poisonous. It's Elder Xingyi. The lurking team immediately guessed. Suddenly, they saw a huge tree standing up, with a face on its trunk, surrounded by countless trees and plants crazily besieging the lurking team. "You lurkers deserve to die," said the tree man with a murderous expression on his face. This tree man was also a puppet of Elder Xingyi and had no vitality. So the lurking team was completely unaware. A powerful puppet cooperates with the already arranged formation and waits for rabbits in the core area of the city. Finally, a team of lurkers passed by. Under the combined influence of trees and plants with highly toxic substances, in just over 10 breaths, this lurking team was completely destroyed, and not a single one was able to escape. Well done, Elder Xingyi. Another elite team of lurkers has been eliminated. The other elders were quite excited. As of now, only Luo Feng and Elder Xingyi have destroyed an entire elite lurking team. These lurkers are too cunning, they all avoid the top elders and only attacked weak elders. HMPH. At this moment, King was in a cave. A other elder died. All clones in the Nine Rivers Holy Realm have also died along with him. Elder Xingyi. The top elders are very troublesome. With the king's strength, he can naturally target the top elders. But that's too inefficient. Hoo. King was also hunting some weak elders. He kills those weak elders, because these weak elders have no time to self-annihilate their clones. The strongest clone of Luo Feng quickly followed the address given by the palace master Yuan Xiang and used the bionic eye of destruction to observe from a distance. He also avoided the lurking team on the way, without any unexpected complications. Luo Feng flew into a seemingly ordinary cave. Palace master Yuan Xiang, I have arrived. Luo Feng carefully observed this ordinary cave, but did not find any life or anything special. Suddenly, not far from Luo Feng, the figure of the palace master Yuan Xiang appeared out of nothingness. Luo Feng, the palace master Yuan Xiang smiled and nodded slightly. Blank. End of chapter. Subscribe. MTL World at World 1 YouTube channel.